So hi Mo.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Thanks so much for doing this for Move. I think this is awesome, and we're happy to have you here.
Glad to be part of it.
Yeah. So obviously, I mean, you are a CFL player. You play for the Red Blacks in Ottawa, in cold Ottawa.
Yes.
And you played 3 years for the Alouettes, I've heard.
Yep.
And also from Tulsa College. You played at Tulsa.
Yep. University of Tulsa.
So you've had a long stint at football and being an athlete. And one of the things that we are interested in at Move is to kind of hear from you and different athletes and different people in the community, just little pieces of who you are and what have made you successful, and just some insight. You know, you've played on different teams, you've been part of a pro team, part of a non-pro team. You've seen a lot of guys, try to make it to CFL and NFL and all those great, organizations, and just to know the difference between those things, I think would be very insightful. So my first question to you would be, in your opinion, what is the difference between college football and CFL?
I think structure is the craziest thing. College, you had a structure all the time. Coaches will tell you when to go lift, work out, read, study, go to class, and practice. Being a professional, you kind of have a little leeway with that. It's not as structured. There's lots of opportunities to do whatever you want to do instead of doing what you're supposed to do. So I think that's the biggest difference.
That's really interesting, because you think that in a pro organization, that would be more structure. There'd be more on the line, it's more important to get things done. But as you say, in college, obviously you have to study and you have to get good grades, and you have all these distractions, and you're also much younger.
Yeah.
So that really prepares you to being able to deal with the lack of structure later in a pro organization.
Definitely does. Yeah. Like just when any job, they kind of just tell you to show up
Right.
to work, you're expected to be there, right? So,
yeah. Okay, interesting. Other thing that would be interesting to know from your perspective is just, you've played on so many teams, you've had so many teammates. So what for you is the difference between someone who's got what it takes to be pro and someone who really lacks in that area? What are the mental things?
I think it's just confidence and focus. I've seen a lot of guys that have the physical abilities, but they don't put it in the right direction. It's all the little things at this point in the game, because everybody physically is the same. There's just a few people that work harder than the others and focus themselves more, and those are the ones that really shine, the ones that last and play for many years.
So on that note, just for yourself, who have been some really important people to keep you focused in your life?
Oh man, I've had the pleasure of playing with a lot of really good defensive linemen. Doug Brown, my rookie year in Winnipeg, was a CFL legend. Job Bowman at Montreal, Eric Wilson, Anwar Stewart. Even here at Ottawa, Keith Sholigan, John Williams. They're all around my same age, but those are just, they do things the right way, and they kind of lead you examples, and it's easy to follow.
So really important to find mentors in the sport that you're playing.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like they say, iron sharpens iron, right? So be around people you want to be like, and it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah. Coaches, you've had probably through your whole life playing different sports. I know you also did powerlifting and some other stuff. Yeah. So who stood out, and what are the qualities that great coaches had, and even personal trainers and strength and conditioning coaches that you've had, or trainers, what's really stood out as a quality that's really important for them?
To me, I think it's coaches that coach the player and don't try and conform the player to their style. I mean, I've had coaches that, you got to think, when you get a football team or any kind of sports team together, you have people from different areas. They learn differently, different backgrounds. They react to different things. And so a coach that's able to get a group of people and make them all work together, I think is a crazy thing. So I think they have to have that ability to be able to know what to do. Hey, you can yell at this guy. You can't yell at this guy. You have to teach this guy a little bit slower, be visual with him. Just tell this guy one time and he gets it. So I think that's the biggest trait.
Yeah, that's huge. And so just to close this off, just any advice basically for any young athlete or anyone kind of wanting to sit in your shoes today, what would you tell them?
Just work hard every day you can, and work on the big things, but it's the small things too, like details that you have to work on, especially for sports. Technique is everything, and just repetition, and listen to the people that have been there before. They made all the mistakes already, so you don't have to. So.
Yeah, that's great advice. Thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate it, and good luck in the off season.
Appreciate that.
And next year, hopefully.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay, awesome. Thanks.